It's that time again. I'm in Canterbury. I have another equity meeting. It's strange that you have none for months and then all of a sudden two come along at once. So the previous video, shoot what you see kind of thing in Canterbury, and I'm here again. So what I thought I would do, and this is off the back of my last photograph session at home where I talked about midweek camera roll, I mentioned see the unseen. So basically that's what I want to do. I want to have a quick walk around before I have my meeting. I've got my Sony Cybershot again. I love this camera. It's such a cool camera. It's no substitute for the DSLR, and I don't think I would ever take it, you know, on landscape photography sessions. It might work, you know, if I was hiking up in the Lake District or something. That's ideal to put in your pocket, isn't it? But I thought I'll walk around till I get to the meeting and shoot the unseen. Now what that means is, if I've got this scene here, then obviously I've got the stream and I've got the bridges. We've got all these nice leaves and everything. What is the unseen? It could mean that I've got to crop right in to get a little aspect. Kind of what I want to do on my walk today. I want to see the big scene and then actually see if I can get an aspect-y type shot of it. Because we've got, this is all very lovely, but what if I come down and include like a little foreground? Because I could very easily just take the shot of the bridge, but everyone takes a shot of the bridge. But I want to kind of include some nice foreground element. I'll take a portrait and the landscape. It's just taking it at a different aspect, isn't it? And in fact, I've got a tree here coming in. Can I use the tree as part of the interest? I like that. So yeah, just walk around. I think I might actually go and walk some of the other route that I don't normally take, because normally I just go through the park there, and then there's the Marlow in the background. You can see the triangular building. But how about this? When the last time I was here, all the ivy was all red, wasn't it? And now there's nothing at all. And I've just seen something wonderful. The yellow lines, they all lend themselves to abstract photography, don't they? Take the wall from the top left to the top right, giving me a leading line down into the cottages. It is a rather bland, bleak day, so, you know, the shots are not award-winning. Look at that, all the leaves. I'm crossing over. See if I can get something with the leaves. Because we love to kick leaves. I love a bit of leaf kicking. I see a bridge over there. I think that's where I need to go. So, is there a shot to be had here with all the leaves? Don't want to include. Oh, that's quite a nice scene, isn't it? The road and the paths. That's the shot, but I want to make it interesting. I want to see the unseen. So again, I'm coming down. I'm going to go landscape. I like the street lamp. This could be fun, only because basically I'm not taking the obvious shot. So I'm trying to bring in some kind of interesting element into the composition, and that will be lowering myself down, or maybe coming at it from a different angle than I would expect to. Got another sluice gate here. That's the beauty of Canterbury, is that you have so many little alleyways. There's a little alleyway there veering off. I think that goes to someone's back garden. Look at this, isn't that wonderful? Well, we've still got all the leaves on the wall, and it's a question of, could I incorporate an element of the wall there into the shot and bring that. It's quite nice. I would normally think, let's just take that shot, and there it is. But I want to bring in this wall in the foreground. It kind of, to me, says we're including the human element into the river with the houses. I could be snap happy and just take picture after picture after picture. It's particularly like this because I love things like that, just signposts. So with all of that in mind and everything that I've just said, it really is a case of just walking along, and then if you spy something and you think, yeah, that's a good composition, I can make something of that, take a step back and consider some of the other options. See the unseen, right? I'm liking the black wooden buildings with the tower in the Westgate Tower in the background. So what I'm thinking is maybe stand on the bridge, the second one along, and take a shot of the river with the bridge, from the bridge, and hopefully capture something nice. Quite swanky little apartments, aren't they? Nice reflections coming in off the river. It's got to be a portrait if I want to capture. So I'm going to use this line as the leading line into the image. I want to perhaps come a bit lower because I like the bridge in the distance. Does that make sense? And then just as we walk along here, I think I'm going to go on the other side of the Westgate Towers there, because there might be a nice angle of the tower from the river aspect. And I love this old wall. So I've got a bush in the way. I don't really want to incorporate the bush, but I liked the wall and I like the old bridge, but I don't like the new bridge. Is there anything I can do with this? I don't think there is, to be quite honest, not with that new bridge. I'll take a shot because let's do what I said and head over to the other side of the tower here, because there are lovely hints of autumn. There's the tower getting ready for Christmas. Look, they've put all the Christmas lights up. Look at that. Cross quickly before we get run over. Oh, lovely scene. Got a few cars, so I've got to wait. Someone coming through. There's a ruin, an old ruin. I'll go down that way. Let's have a look. See the unseen. What can we see in this picture? We've got all the pretty flowers. We've got the walls with the rubber tyres. We've got these beautiful colours, and then there's the old part of the monastery, maybe. Let's come out. So there's me at 24mm, because that's the widest on this lens. So let's lose the house and just have the colours and the river. I think I better stand a little closer. I like that big tree. You see it? Let it do its auto exposure. Thing is, I like the red tree as well, so I might have to come in at an angle like that. I don't want to chop all the trees off. Oh, let's take it at 24. By taking it at 24, then I can crop in and, you know, get the best aspect. Walking through Westgate Gardens then. Oh, look at that. People with their dog and all the leaves. Isn't it worth it just walking through? I'm going to drop down, try and get that. All the reds and the people, and they're walking along. It's a lovely shot. I like all the reds. See the unseen. Can I come close to this? Look at that. That's unusual. Just reds. Beautiful. And now we've got this old archway from the monastery. Isn't that amazing? See the unseen. Well, technically I would think, oh, let's just take a landscape. But what I can do, come in and get the arch. I like that. That's quite a nice shot. Setting it up so get as much of the tree in. There we go. Portrait and landscape. Doesn't matter, but I think we can stand on. See how that scene looks so different to coming from the other end. It's all to do with light, and there is no light today. Is that a shot? Is that the unseen? I've got nothing to write home about. Beautiful. Okay, well that's the unseen, isn't it? That's got to be something. A little bit of the arch with the orangeness of the autumn leaves. Lovely. Right, can I do anything with this? It's a bit of a boring scene, isn't it? Something you would do for postcards from Canterbury, which is not what I'm going to call the video. Can I do that? Just the arch of the bridge with the river. I'm taking the shot because I'm here, and I might regret not taking the shot later. I like the tower with the trees. See, the thing with going portrait is that I chop off all the exterior or the outer edges of the subject. So if I was to go landscape like that, you get the tower, but you get the bridge and the people and the cars. And this kind of shot requires patience because I've got to wait until there are no cars and there are no people. And that's because I like taking that kind of image. I do like including people and human elements in my photographs because it gives aspect and it gives kind of a meaning, especially in suburbia. But equally, when you've got something as archaic as an old tower like this, then you want to try and capture the medieval. Does that make sense? You know, what was it once like? I'm going to put the castle on the left-hand third. It's just this couple are annoying me now. What was that? Seagull up there making a noise. What ducks? We'll just wait for. See, there's no cars now, but I've got this couple. Can I include them? Shall we just include them? Got it. And now I'm going to zoom in on that doorway and just try and capture that shot with it framed. Might be a portrait shot. Oh, sorry. Just as I was walking out, she's taking a photograph. There's me complaining, and then I'm walking into someone's image. There's lots of people out here with cameras today. What's the time, by the way? I know I've got my meeting at 11 o'clock, so I want to make sure I'm there on time. 10:26. I think I've got another 15 minutes before it's too late. Right, let's nip through here. Can I see the unseen down here? That's nice, isn't it? A mural on the wall. Probably at the right place to do it. See, I'm heading down here, but I did that in my last video, so I kind of don't want to repeat myself. But what I might think about doing is, as I walk down, just have a look and see if there's anything, you know, obscure, abstract, that kind of thing. Because if I can take a shot of something from a weird angle, it might just look nice. Having said that, look at that building. It's a hairdresser's, but you've got the old Sun Insurance. Remember I took a shot of the Sun Insurance the other side? Now I'm getting this information from Horrible Histories because there was a skit about it, that shop owners, property owners would hire or pay a fee to a fire company, basically. It's an insurance against fire. And they would have those little plaques, and they would display those little plaques or badges on their properties to say, we are insured by this company. And then what happens is, if their property catches fire, that company comes along and puts the fire out. Now, if another competing fire engine type company comes along and you're not insured with them, they wouldn't put the fire out. They would just let it burn. So that's what those things are. They're insurance. But I'm going to take a shot of that because I think it's rather interesting. Try and get the gable end, but with the windows. I might do some cropping of this to get rid of the outside buildings. So walking along, you can look up at old buildings and see all sorts of old motifs. Here we've got the Black Griffin pub, and the sign says 1888, which is when Jack the Ripper started his rampage, wasn't it? Bread, I like that. Cafe Pierre. I've taken a picture of this before, but I'm going to take it again. Seeing the unseen. But you know, that's the difference. When you see something like that, it's normally unseen because you're just walking down a high street and you're not looking up at all the different things that you might see on the top. How about that for the unseen though? Can we come low? It's a nice idea, but I don't. It's a bit cluttered and messy. I was thinking I would get down low and, you know, just take a shot like that at an angle, but it's too cluttery. Don't really like it. That's nice. Seeing the unseen. A whole bunch of chairs. Let's not chop the chairs off. Lovely. Oh, I smell that Subway. I've not had breakfast yet. Wonder if I should get myself a croissant to take to the meeting and make all the other members of the meeting jealous. Just looking at that beauty salon, I'm going to take a window shot of a beauty therapist doing her work. Might be blurred. I'm going back to Cafe Pierre. Get myself a croissant for the meeting. Should be good. Fruit scone. That's the one for me. Hi, could I have a Paneraise and a latte, please? Take away. Yeah, thank you.
That's for acid.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Now all I can taste is if you put any sugar.
Oh no, I've got no hands left to do the photography. What a disaster. Thank God you're all sane. I'm going to head now to the Marlow. I'm going to get some abstract shots just around the entrance of the Marlow. I think that will work. And then we'll call it quits. They've got the steps that go up into the theatre. So maybe if I can get down low and take a shot or two. It's been a fun exercise. I suppose it's a case of encouraging you to get out with your camera, just take shots. That's what my midweek roll is all about. You know, I'll be out without the video camera, just taking images, and then it's like, what the hell do I do with these? Guess what? You're my captive audience. And I appreciate it. I appreciate that you're all dropping comments and, you know, liking my videos. It's all good stuff. So can you see the stairs? I think that's the abstract I was thinking of. We'll walk down to the front because hopefully I can see the leading lines. Maybe there's a couple of shots to be had here. Everything is lines. But if you look at the steps, they start here on the 1, 2, 3, 4th tier up. It's an interesting concept. Let's get the coffee and the croissant put down. The pan of raisin. That's what you've got to do. Just realised I might have a smudge on the lens there. Hope it's not been present in the whole video. Anyway, let's have a look what we can do here. Can you see what I'm seeing? I've got the lines of the stairs, but I've also got the vertical lines of the pillars. So there's 2 shots to be had here. One as low as that. But then I'm going to crop in and lose these 2 white lines so that I've only got white lines, and then it's going around. Kind of nice. I'm trying to see all the shots. But I'm down on my knees and I've got the camera at ground level, and even with my fair eyesight I'm struggling to see if the composition is right. And along comes post-processing, because we can do all sorts with that, can't we? Look at the steps coming round the bend now. And it might be, because I don't like all the people and the busyness, but coming from this angle, because sometimes we can turn around. Got nice tiered steps with several bends. So let's put the coffee down. There's my coffee and croissant. No, it's a pan of raisin. That's what I went for, wasn't it? Pan of raisin. Oh yeah, look at that. So we've got all these leading lines. I'm going to make sure that the top step is at the top of the image. Come out a little so that I've got some bend on the steps. This will be a square crop, I think, so that I lose the white fencing on the left. I think finally, look at that tree. I'm thinking I can make something with that tree. To get my coffee. In fact, let's put the pan of raisin in the pocket. Get the coffee. What can I do with that? Look at the leaves have all fallen. It's just beautiful.
Well,
What quaint leaves. I don't even know what this tree is, but those leaves are lovely. Look at them with their little patterns. I'm going to take a couple of shots here. I like that, just the leaves. Look at that, isn't that wonderful? I'm going to use the tree to frame the river with the old buildings. How much framing can I do? Do I include all of it? No, see the unseen. That's what I saw in the first place. The building. Might have to do some stacking. And the reason I want to try and take the shot from this side of the river is I get the full aspect of the tree with the bridge. There we go.
Canterbury Tales, you've got all sorts of history in Canterbury. Not more than most of them.
Guy after my own heart, talking about the history. There we go. Let's change that aspect so that I lose the street sign. I've got some cables, and I know that Thomas Heaton was doing a video about cloning things out. And can you hear it? It's going to hurt his throat. Can you see what I'm seeing? Some random dude. Okay, that's it. I'm going to go into my meeting. I've had a lot of fun with that. It was patchy in as much as obviously I didn't know what I was going to take a photograph of. but I did manage to take quite a lot of shots. I'm not going to include any of these shots in my midweek photo roll that I do next Wednesday, if I get a chance to, because I think everything I took was part of this video, so there's no point repeating that, is there? So yeah, onwards and upwards, or is it, as Henry Cole says, always onwards? More photography to come. Thanks for watching and bearing with, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Whoa. Attack of the pigeons.